Hello there. Well, I've already started out with a very challenging piece of foam board. I've had to put a bulldog clip on one corner because after I had applied the paint to it, the wet paint, it decided it was going to come unstuck from its blue tack. The first time it's happened, and I've done a lot of foam boards, and I could not make it restick. So I've put a bulldog clip there to hold it in place until I have finished, done and dusted. My base colour on my piece of foam board is a mix of white house paint and silver, because I'm using my blues again today, but instead of using the silver that I was, I'm using a glitter one, which I have had for a few months now, but hadn't tried using, so I want to see how it works out. And it is the DecoArt Glamour Dust ultra fine glitter paint called Silver Bling. So I'm interested to see how that comes out. And I'm going to be doing a swipe. So I'm going to put my colours on now, just flick them over and see what I can make. Good, all my colours are in place now. I used blue-green, ultramarine blue, phthalo blue and ultramarine blue mixed with white. They were colours I have used in a previous video, and I've showed you which one the silver was. Now, none of them have got any silicone in them, but the base paint I put down has about 4 drops of dimethicone, just to make some cells. I don't know how well that will work. And I've got my little pieces of plastic here for swiping, so I am going to use those to swipe from one side to the other on both sides to see what I can create. Well, I did that as quickly as I could, because I have found that if I don't do it quickly, if I try and take it too slowly, I end up missing parts, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem to come out as well. So I thought this time I will do what I did on my last one and just swipe a little quicker to give a little bit more swipe to what I'm doing, and it seems to have worked very well. I'm very pleased with that. I'm now going to give it a torch to see what cells I can bring out. The colour, DecoArt Silver Glitter colour, is already looking really pretty. I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks when it dries. And of course these cells coming through now are just lovely. But I'm going to leave it for a little while to see what other cells develop. I will be back in 5 minutes to check and see if any more cells have come through. Okay, well, I walked away for 5 minutes and quite a few of the cells have popped through, particularly the blue ones, which are so pretty, and of course the white ones have expanded, which I expected, as that is where I had the dimethicone. I'll just bring it up a little bit closer for you to see. It really is very, very pretty. I'm so pleased with it. I'm not sure about the glitter, DecoArt glitter colour though. It is pretty, but it's very, very fine, and I actually preferred the one that I made myself, which had larger glitter particles in and showed up better. So I'll just give it one more quick torch, and that's it. I am finished with this picture. I will leave it to dry and see what sort of colours I can get from it. Of course I couldn't leave it alone. You didn't seriously think I would, did you? I've blown up a wee balloon because I'm going to try doing across the centre only some little balloon blobs, as I call them. I'll just get my paper so I can wipe my balloon off if I want to. Of course I may not wipe it at all. I think I'll start right in the middle. Well, that certainly changed the whole look of it, didn't it? I'm not sure if I like that quite so much, but I'm glad I tried it. I've got a whole new set of little cells that have come through. Well, that's it for me for this picture now. So once again, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. So this is the picture almost dry. And I just wanted to show you because I am really happy with the way the glimmer has managed to come through in some of the cells. And it is really, really pretty. The very, very fine glitter in it, of course, just has this special sparkle that I'm going to be using for coating some of my cabochons as well, because I think they'll look lovely once they're made up into jewellery. So I'm just going to shine my torch back on specific places again to pick up that glittery effect. I'm hoping that my torch is doing that okay, so you can see what I mean by how really, really quite lovely it is. Even in the dark area there, you can see where I'm shining my torch over it, and it is just pretty. So that is my piece almost dried.